Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly felt small, as if you were a child again, but you couldn't quite explain why? Maybe someone raised their voice, or someone ignored you when you were speaking and it didn't just bother you, it hurt you, deeply, in a way that feels bigger than the moment itself. It's strange, isn't it? How some feelings seem out of place, too heavy, too familiar, almost like we're carrying something inside us that we don't remember picking up. That's childhood trauma. Not always loud or violent. Sometimes it's just the quiet ache of not being seen, the confusion of being loved with conditions, or the loneliness of growing up in a house full of people who never truly knew you. And the strangest part, most of us don't realize we're carrying it until it starts speaking through our relationships, our fears, our silence. Today, I want to take you on a gentle but honest journey, not to reopen wounds, but to help you understand why some parts of you still hurt, and why healing isn't about forgetting the past, but remembering it with love. Let me tell you a story. It's not mine, but it could be yours or someone you love. His name was Daniel. Daniel was 8 years old when he stopped speaking up in class. Before that, he was bright, curious, always asking questions. But one day, he asked his dad at the dinner table why he had come home angry every night that week. And his dad snapped, "Stop talking back. You don't know anything. Be quiet." His voice wasn't just loud, it was sharp. It pierced something in Daniel that never fully healed. After that, Daniel became quieter, not just at home, but everywhere. At school, he avoided eye contact. At home, he tiptoed. When he felt angry or sad, he shoved it down because he had learned that speaking his truth was dangerous. Years later, Daniel became a man. He had a decent job, a girlfriend, but something was always missing. He didn't trust his feelings, didn't speak up in meetings, didn't ask for help, even when he was drowning. One day, during an argument with his partner, she said, "You always shut down when things get real. It's like you disappear." And that was when it hit him. He had learned to disappear long ago as a child, to stay safe, to stay small. And somewhere along the way, he forgot who he really was. You see, childhood trauma doesn't always come from dramatic events. It often comes from the moments that should have been safe but weren't. It's not just abuse or neglect. Sometimes it's growing up in a home where emotions weren't welcome, where success earned love, but failure brought shame, where being good meant being quiet, agreeable, invisible. And over time, our nervous system still developing, still vulnerably adapts. We learn to suppress feelings. We develop hypervigilance. We become people pleasers, overachievers, or we shut down completely. We carry shame that isn't ours. We believe love must be earned. We fear abandonment, even when no one's leaving. And worst of all, we forget why we feel this way. Because the mind forgets, but the body remembers everything. That's why certain tones, looks, or silences still make you flinch. Why connection feels dangerous. Why you might sabotage good things or push people away when they get too close. Your adult self may not remember every detail, but your inner child does. And that child is still trying to protect you the only way they know how. Not by blaming our past, not by trying to erase it, but by finally listening to the parts of us we had to silence just to survive. That means slowing down, noticing when you overreact not with shame, but with curiosity, asking, where have I felt this before? Maybe the fear of rejection isn't about your current partner. Maybe it's about that day your mother didn't pick you up from school and never explained why. Maybe your perfectionism isn't ambition. It's the voice that told you being perfect was the only way to be loved. Healing starts by reparenting ourselves. by giving that inner child the safety, love, and voice they were denied. It could be as simple as journaling, or sitting with your emotions instead of running from them, or saying out loud, "You're allowed to feel this." And yes, therapy helps. Community helps. But more than anything, kindness helps. Speak to yourself the way you wish an adult had spoken to you. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. And it's how we begin to come home to ourselves. So if you've ever felt like something's wrong with you, if you've ever wondered why you can't just get over it, let me tell you this, from my heart to yours. There is nothing wrong with you. You are carrying pain that was never yours to hold alone. And now, you don't have to. Healing is not a straight road. It's messy, slow, uncomfortable, but it is also beautiful. Because every step you take toward yourself is a step toward freedom. So, talk to your inner child. Ask them what they need, and then give them the gentleness you were once denied. Because you are not broken, you are becoming. If this touched something inside you, if a part of you whispered, "This is me," then you're not alone. Share this video with someone who might need to hear this too. Leave a comment, tell me what resonated with you. And if you're ready, let's keep walking this path together. I'll be here. You are safe here. Subscribe for more gentle conversations on healing, self-love, and emotional growth. Leave a comment below. What would you tell your younger self if you could go back in time? Share this with someone whose heart might need this today.